Hey guys, Cat72 here. Hope everyone's doing well. Um, Today's video, we're going to change the color scheme on the rims on the my 2013 Kia Soul. As you guys know, I painted them white. They've lasted very well. The durability of the paint that I used, no problems. I've washed them multiple times. There's no chipping, fading, or anything of that nature. I'm very pleased with the product. Anyway, today we're gonna I've decided to go. I originally painted them high gloss white to kind of go with the contrast of the color scheme of the Kia, but I think I want to go ahead and put them to a gloss black, high gloss black, and that's what we're going to be doing today, guys. But the reason why I'm out here in my car right now is because a lot of you have been asking about the finish of the Nardo Gray and what it looks like. So I'm going to do a little walk around the vehicle just so you guys can get an update. Again, I've washed it multiple times. It's been out in the heat, the rain, dust, dirt, and the paint job's held up really well, and I want to share that with you. So I'll do a walk around the vehicle real quick just to show you the finish, how it still looks from when I painted it Nardo Gray, and then we'll get started on taking the rims off, scuffing up the rims, and getting ready to paint them with a high gloss black. I'll share the material that I'll be using with you here shortly, but for right now, let's just do the walk around. All right, guys. Okay, guys, let's start off with the walk around. As you can see, there's the hood, and it looks like we caught it just in the right amount of time because the sun's coming out, so you'll be able to see some of the sheen, like you can see right there. There's the other side. I'll try to keep my shadow out of the way. Sorry I haven't washed it yet, but once I do the rims and take care of that little task, I'm going to go ahead and give it a good washing and cleaning. But like I said, as you can see, the color's held up just fine. You can see the sheen right there. No issues whatsoever, guys. Very happy with the product. Here's the other side. It's just held up fine. I'm very happy with it. No complaints. And I think the Nardo Gray ended up being an awesome color match for this Kia. Before, I don't know if y'all keep up with my videos, it used to be a forgot what color the Kia called it, but it was kind of like a bloody metallic black, if you can picture that. It was just kind of a black, but in direct sunlight it would have a burgundy metallic look to it, which was pretty awesome. But I just kind of wanted to go with something different. And then let me give you a close-up of the rims, guys. You can see how well that Rustoleum 2X held up. There's the rims right there. They still have a very good gloss. No fading or chipping or cracking. As you can see. And like I said, I don't really want to get rid of these white rims, but I don't know. I think black... Well, it's like one of my sons told me. He goes, "Dad, you got too much white accents on the vehicle." And I guess he's right, because you got the hood, you got the stripe, you got the mirrors, you know, got the signal light, and then the rims. So I guess and then you got all the front. So yeah, maybe putting on black is not such a bad thing. I think it's gonna look pretty awesome, guys. But anyway, let me go ahead and get that started. And like I said, so I'm not taking up y'all's time, it'll be time lapse. And let's hope for the best, guys. I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. All right. Okay, guys, first the material. Obviously, 2 jack stands, what do you call it? Lug nut tool, jack, and then the product itself. Like I said, I'm gonna go with the Rustoleum 2X high gloss, and then a couple of index cards. If you guys haven't kept up with other videos on how to paint rims, these index cards pretty much just go right at the rim of where the tire meets the rim, and it kind of just prevents the spray paint from getting on the tire. You might ask what the red Rustoleum gloss enamel's for. I'm not quite sure, guys. We're gonna see how it pans out, but I might do my brake calipers red. I'm not 100% certain on that yet, so that's kind of a maybe, but this is a definite for the rims. So okay, at this point we'll go ahead and get started. All right, guys. Okay guys, now that we got the tires off, you want to get yourself, a good piece of cardboard, obviously, so you don't spray paint whatever's around the tires. In my case, it would be the sidewalk. And I washed these rims not too long ago, guys, so as you can see right here, I already hit it with some lacquer thinner, just a damp cloth with lacquer thinner. I'm just going to give it a wipe down. I'm not going to worry about the sanding part of it. I'm pretty sure the product's going to be fine, because I've done it previously when these rims were blue and I painted them white. I didn't really scuff them or anything. I just wiped them down, and as you can tell, the paint held on just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and just wipe it down with some lacquer thinner and a dampened rag. And reason for that, let me show you real quick, is also because if you notice, it says paint and primer. And this is the product right here. So yeah, we should be good, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning these up and get them painted for y'all. All right. Okay guys, now that we got both sides of the rim cleaned, again with just lacquer thinner, we're going to go ahead and get ready to paint. You want to do depending on what kind of style rims you have, these kind of have the design facing a little outward. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is because you want to do the back end first, so that you can rest rest it over on its side when you do the front. If you do the front first and then rest it over to do the back, you're going to screw up your paint job. Because if you look at it, that design, see how up here, these would end up touching the bottom surface. So that's where I'm getting at. And another thing too, guys, in case you didn't know, the reason why I'm using lacquer thinner is because it does act as a sandpaper, a very fine sandpaper. So like for instance, if you dampen the cloth thoroughly and you just consistently go over one area, it'll melt the paint to a very smooth finish, as you can see what I had to do here. Is it focusing? There we go. As I had to do there. And then I also had to do it right here. There was a little imperfection and I just kept going over it over and over. It doesn't even take that long really, and just apply a little bit of pressure. But I just wanted to share that with you. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Let's go ahead and start getting this painted. The tricky part is putting these index cards, because they got to fit right between the tire and the rim. The problem is that it's kind of a windy day today, and last time I did this, ironically, I don't know why my camera's acting weird. Anyway, yeah, last time I did this, ironically, it was windy and these cards kept flying all over the place. Let's hope that's not the case today. Anyway, all right, guys, let's go ahead and start painting these. As for the paint, guys, I let this can set out in the sun so it's warm to the touch, and then I've been shaking it for over a minute. And get your valves, air valves, covered up. And we gotta flip these over real quick. I'm trying to do this while I'm actually recording. Hold on, guys. Let me do something really quick. It looks like the wind blew some dust up on this cardboard, and I don't want it to interfere with the paint job. All right, so now we're ready. Anyway, once you shake the hell out of the can and warm it up just a bit, either by leaving it out in the sun or warming it, putting it in some nice warm water just for about maybe 10-15 minutes. It just helps loosen up the paint really well so that you don't get clogs or splatter. And it sure is getting windy. I hope those index cards are gonna hold. Man. Yeah, let's hope for the best. I'm not gonna worry about the inner rim too much. I'm pretty sure I can cut it pretty close to not touching the tire, and even if it does, it's not gonna bother me so much that it's on the inside. It's the outside that I'm more concerned about. I don't think the paint will do anything if it does happen to get just a little bit on the tire. I'm sure the elements, the heat, the dirt, yeah, the heat, the road grime will knock it off over time. Just don't literally go over it. You know, literally don't go over this lip. You can see where I'm keeping it white on the outer edge, so I'm not hitting too much of the tire. And then just keep in mind, guys, that this does come out pretty thick, and it's going to give you quite a big heavy coat. And it's going to suck getting rid of the white rims, but oh well. It's not like they can't be repainted again if I do miss having the white rims. That's pretty much it for the inside. For the inside of the rim, like I said, obviously it's not going to be out in the open. It's going to be inside, facing inside the vehicle, so I wouldn't worry too much about the finish on it. It's the outside that's going to be the main one. Okay guys, we'll go ahead and cut to time lapse and then continue on. Hey guys, I had to move the operation into the garage. The wind was just not helping. It was causing these index cards to fly around, and I didn't want it to interfere with the finish on the rim if it were to land on top. So we're going to continue here in the garage. Again, time lapse. Just wanted to let you know why there was a change in the scenery. All right guys, let's continue on. Okay guys, I wanted to show you the end result before I put them on the car. But as you can see, they hold a pretty damn good gloss, and that's with no sanding and buffing and whatnot. Yeah, there might be a little few imperfections, but all in all, I mean, I think it's pretty decent. It's gonna take a little getting used to the black, but they look pretty nice, you know. Once we put them on the car and see what they're really gonna look like all together, I think we're gonna be looking pretty sharp. All right, guys. Okay guys, here we'll do a little walk around with the end result. I'm pretty happy with the way they look. Actually, I think the color scheme looks pretty decent. It matches the gray, that's for sure. So yeah, not too bad. Check the other side. Yeah, it looks pretty sharp. It could be too that I was just used to the white rims that I've had, because I've had them for quite some time. But I think black looks pretty cool after all. Also guys, just so you know, I didn't do the calipers in red like I thought I was, only because I don't know, I think it would have just looked a little corny, you know. I think if you're gonna get calipers red, you might as well just get them, you know, made that way. What I mean by that is, you know, factory or professionally done, which usually involves ceramic coating paint. It lasts a lot longer. Dust and road grime and brake dust does not dull the paint over time, over the years, with ceramic paint. Rustoleum will look good for a while, but I just think the elements, the heat from the brake pads, it'll cause the paint to dull, so you'll never get that nice bright glossy finish on the calipers. And besides, if you look at the rim, mine are pretty much like they're dirty right now. I didn't really clean them that well. They're kind of like a silver metallic finish, so that looks pretty sweet as it is. But okay guys, as usual, I appreciate you hanging in there. Hope you enjoyed the video. And there you have it. Rustoleum 2X Ultimate High Gloss Black DIY rim paint job completed. Okay guys, Cast 72, peace out.